Ah, Ella.
Yeah, it makes me wonder.
This is my life now.
It really makes me wonder.
Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Jenna. This is Bjarni behind me. Usually I show videos about my Victorian home and gardens and living intentionally within the seasons. And today is completely different. Today I'm going to be sharing with you something really special. I'm going to be introducing you to the newest member of our family. Her name is Ella. She's an orphan kitten that was found by my husband when he was working. My husband's a police officer. Before we get into it, I want to suggest that if you haven't already, you might want to consider subscribing because I've been starting to use the community tab more in order to communicate with you a little bit better and let you know what's coming and get your input on things, and I can run polls there and that sort of thing. So it is a perk if you subscribe, which of course is free. And with that little bit of business out of the way, I am so excited to introduce you to little baby Ella. This is Ella. Ella. Hi, baby. You waking up? Hi, honey. Ella is about 6 weeks old, maybe a little more, right? Ah, Ella. This is my life now. Hi, baby. Hello. What are you doing? Ella. Her full name is Electra, and we are calling her Ella for short. So Ella came to us through my husband. My husband is a police officer, and he was working one evening, and one of his officers, so he's a supervisor, one of his officers was out working a job, and a little girl walked up to this officer, female police officer, and said, "My parents said I can't keep this," and handed this little 3-week-old at the time, 3 to 4 week, we think, kitten to the female officer. And the officer brought her back to the department, to the station, and knows my husband is a great cat lover and sucker for cats, and she told him to close his eyes and put this kitten on his chest. I got a FaceTime call of him sitting at his desk with this baby sitting on his microphone, and I said, "Is that coming home?" He said, "Yeah, she's very weak. We don't know any history, any backstory other than this little girl saying, my parents said we can't keep this." Since my time as a veterinary technician, I always keep kitten meal replacer on hand because you just never know when something like this might happen. So he brought her home to me. It was about 7:30 maybe in the evening. So he brought her to the house, and hey, let's back up a little so we're on camera, okay? Must you? Other than being hungry and worn out by what she had been through, no doubt in the last couple days, she didn't seem critically ill, thankfully. Her eyes were open, but sort of just barely, and her teeth were erupted, so her teeth had started to grow in. So looking at her, I kind of placed her around the 3 to 4 week mark. So like I said, that first night I offered her some canned food and she ate it really well. And I also gave her the meal replacer, the formula. She was so tiny. You can see her little paw on the edge of the plate. So obviously, other than having the camera on hand, I was not prepared for an infant to be dropped on my doorstep. So I had to think on my feet. And what I did was I made her this little incubator out of a clear tote with a lid that had holes punctured in it. This was perfect because I kept her safe and also contained while giving her the opportunity to keep her temperature up, her body temperature. Kittens this little have trouble regulating their body temperature. So by offering her the heating pad that she could get away from on the other side and protection from drafts, this worked out really well. And I could keep an eye on her through the clear tote.
Baby. Good job, Ella.
Right after she came home, I went out on a shopping trip to get a very small litter box, and I did not find one. So I actually ended up using one of those plastic containers you buy mushrooms in. That's what that little black thing is in there. And I found these amazing toys. A 3-pack of toys, One is a donut, one is a latte, and one is a croissant. And we totally lean into the police cliches. You have to after, gosh, 15 years of this life. Kian was really interested in her, but until she was checked by a vet, I was trying to keep them separate from her, just in case. You never know when you bring a new cat into the household. She is such a daddy's girl. It is so sweet. She is so bonded to him. And you can see how she just loves to hang out on his chest and shoulders and curl up right in his neck, just like she did that first night when she was handed over to him. It's very sweet. He is so large and she is so tiny, and it's just the cutest thing. I had her in bed with me, and the tote is actually next to the bed like a little bassinet. She needed to eat every 2 to 3 hours, and that included overnight at this age. Especially because she had gone so long without food, she had a lot of catching up to do. So it was a busy first few days.
I know, she is so freaking cute. I think she may be the cutest kitten I've come across. I've come across from kittens. Other than maybe a tortie kitten would get me squealing even more, but I don't know, there's something about her. She's real precious.
Something I noticed about this kitten immediately, and Derek did too, is how sweet she is. She is so tender and affectionate and sweet. It's really unique and precious. She almost reminds us of like an old soul in a very young cat. It's difficult to explain, but I think maybe you understand what I mean.
She did get a lot of milk on that paw on the last feeding, so must need a lot of work.
So once she went to the vet and got some antibiotic ointment for her goopy eyes and was checked for anything really serious, she was able to interact with the other cats, and oh my gosh, they've been wonderful with her. I'm very surprised none of these boys, so we have 4 adult boys, and none of them have experienced a baby before, but they took to her like she just seamlessly, like she belongs here. This is what's killing me, the picking it up and yanking and whacking it around now. This is new today, last night into today. Hi, perfect girl. Hi, honey. Oh, you're just perfect. Ella. Hi, Ella. Hi, Ella. Hi, honey. Yeah. Hi, baby. Hi. Can I pick you up? Yeah. Oh.
How come the stars come to shine when it's dark from so far away and show us where we are? What makes the sun go to sleep every night, and what's it dreaming of? I wonder. How come the sky sometimes hides behind the clouds? Maybe it's just like me, a little bit scared of heights. Why does the rain always keep on pouring down when it's gray outside? It really makes me wonder. Yeah, it makes me wonder. It really makes me wonder.
At the end of the first week, She grew so much, she started getting mobile right away, and it was like, oh boy, here comes toddler time. So I was able to find these sort of modular plastic panels, and I used them to make her a couple of different playpens, basically, safe spaces where I could keep her away from cords or small things, keep her contained. As much as we can do for her with teaching her the rules and teaching her how to do cat things, there is nothing like what an adult cat or multiple adult cats can teach her.
Yeah, it makes me wonder.
What's appropriate play? When she's being too rough, the corrections they give her are better than anything that we could do. And this, just the socialization overall is just invaluable. So it's been really nice to have the 4 of them basically babysit her.
Stars come to shine when it's dark from so far away and show us where we are. It really makes me wonder.
It's wild how fast they grow. And you know, she has reminded us of how important it is to appreciate every first, like really be in the moment with her and enjoy every time she does something or experiences something or discovers something for the first time. It's been really good for us to have a baby again like this.
Yeah, I wonder. Yeah, it makes me wonder. Ooh, it makes me wonder.
And I'm really grateful that I have the skill set to be able to raise a really tiny baby like this, because it does take some know-how. And I've reared a lot of kittens, and Derek has helped me. So it was just really nice to be able to provide for her what she needed, and she's playing under the table right now. She has been incredibly rewarding, and she's doing so well. She's so healthy.
I wonder. How come the sky sometimes hides behind the clouds? Maybe it's just like me, a little bit scared of heights. Why does the rain always keep on pouring down when it's gray outside? It really makes me wonder.
Are you in the laundry?
Yeah, it makes me wonder.
Girl. My house is sort of a disaster because everything has been picked up off the floor, because she's in that everything goes in my mouth, everything is something to test, everything is something to play with. That whole phase is where she's at right now. But this is just the season we're in, and we're enjoying it while we're here.
Could it be to make the ground shine like gold until winter comes? Until winter comes, until winter comes. It really makes me wonder. Yeah, it makes me wonder. It really makes me wonder. Oh, I wonder.
I really hope you enjoyed hearing about Ella's story and being introduced to her, and she will be, of course, a big part of my channel going forward, as all my cats are. I'm sure she will impact the way some things go. I mean, Christmas this year is going to be pretty interesting because we'll have a 6-month-old, but we'll just figure it out, and it will give me the opportunity to be more creative in different ways. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you will choose to subscribe if you haven't already, and come back to see more of Little Miss Ella, and I will see you all in the next video.
Really makes me wonder.